Alice Clancy. I want to share something with you that is super near and dear to my heart and has made a vital impact in my life in the past about 12 years, and that's meditation. Now we all have probably our own ideas of what meditation is and what it isn't, and maybe we've tried it ourselves, and maybe we love it, maybe we do it, or maybe we feel like it's boring, or maybe a waste of time, or we can't quite get into it, or our mind starts racing, or we have to go to the bathroom, or we feel it itch, or it's just like you can never quite figure out how to do it, or how to actually do it for long enough where you see any benefits. So I want to share with you my experience, and I assure you that if you can get past that initial kind of like mind racing agitation stage, you will see huge benefits, like huge. And it's not only on a relaxation basis or a spiritual level, it's actually on a physiological level now, completely. I've always sensed that, and now new research, scientific research is coming out that regular meditators are actually restructurizing their brain. They're rebuilding gray matter in their brain. So our brains are actually becoming larger the more we meditate. And they're growing in the areas of the brain that's responsible for learning and self-awareness and compassion and love and memory and all sorts of really good stuff. So we are literally becoming better people just by sitting and breathing. So to make that a regular part of your practice is probably, in my opinion, one of the best things you can do in your life. I always say to people, like, if they have any problem, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, anything, are you meditating? Like, that's my first, and many people, they think it's not for them, but I truly believe there is a form of meditation for everyone. And it's just a matter of sitting and being still. Or maybe it's walking for you, maybe it is, but as long as you are still, that's the key, is being still with that inner wisdom. And profound things happen when we are still and we listen to that. So parts of the brain actually growing, restructuring, new neural networks, amazing things, amazing benefits. So I want to share what I do. So in another video, I'll share some experiences about how I started and when I started, but basically it was about 12 years ago. And so how I begin my meditation is I always have a space that is just specifically for meditating. And in it I have some crystals. It's not absolutely necessary. It's not like the crystals are going to make it, but they do give off good energy, and I love them. So I have some really nice crystals. And my meditation space is actually upstairs in my bedroom. But, so I have that, and I always light sage, because sage is really good for clearing the space, clearing energy. It literally breaks down, negative energy or things that just kind of stick to you and slow you down and stick up your energy field. And it actually also cleans, like, bacteria and stuff like that out of spaces. So this one's wet because I actually just put it out in the water before. But so I burn some sage and I just wave it around, and the smell is so lovely. Brings me into that, it just like makes me totally want to let go and relax when I smell it. So I go like this. And then I start by doing some deep breathing. We call it the breath of fire, and I learned it, it's like a Kundalini yoga practice, but you can use any breath you want, and I don't have like one, I didn't learn one regimen or way of meditation. I just put together intuitively what felt right for me. So do whatever you want, just do it. So I start with, this brings me to a grounded space and kind of just like gets me ready and kind of clears my mind. So I do the breath of fire, and what the breath of fire is it's in and out through the nose. It's actually breathing out through the nose, and the in motion actually happens naturally. So as you breathe out, you're pushing your stomach out. So it's Okay, and then I do a deep breath in, and then let it all out. And then I put my fingers in a mudra that's known as, and what it is it's just connecting the energy circuits. So if it's just like an electricity, if you just had it all flowing out, it would just go. So it's just making a circuit, so that the energy stays in your body and flows throughout your body. Okay, and so I cross my legs and I put those two fingers on my knees like that, just like you always see. And all I do is I literally breathe in and breathe out. And that's it. That's it. No fancy words. You know, sometimes I like to mix it up and shift it up, and I'll do some some awe meditation or some om, and I'll get into the sounds at a different video. But for now, I just want to keep it simple. You breathe in and you breathe out, and all you do is watch your breath. Okay, and now it's going to be completely natural if you're just starting that you're going to have thoughts racing into your mind, okay? Number one thing, do not resist your thoughts. Do not be like, no thoughts, must keep clean mind, clear mind. That's just going to make your thoughts grow. Anything you resist gets bigger. It just gets bigger because it wants to be acknowledged. Everything wants to be acknowledged. It doesn't matter what it is. So you just say hi and let it go. You just notice the thought and let it go. Just breathe it out, that's all. And as you practice more and more the meditation, you will notice the thoughts get less and less. And now over the past 12 years I've been doing it, literally as soon as I just sit down in my space, I do fall into that very deep state quickly. And that's called the theta brainwave state. And in the theta state, so our brainwaves are in alpha, beta, delta, and theta. And deep healing comes in the theta state, and that's where you get, just very deep mind-body healing, and you're in such a deep space you feel like you almost can't even move. And that's where I get visions and profound insights and all sorts of fun stuff that I'd love to get into at a different video. But for now, if you're just starting, that's all. And I totally recommend sticking with it. It just gets better and better. And literally, you must go for at least 20 minutes. Get through the first, it's going to be more enjoyable and pleasurable even if you can get past the first 20 minutes. So just watch your breath for 20 minutes. I recommend 30 minutes at least a few times a week. If like every second day, every day if you have the time. Awesome. And I mean, we have time for everything. We have time for Facebook. We have time for so many things that are not necessary. Let's try to make going within necessary. It can not only make a profound shift in your life, it can shift your whole environment. There's been studies done where literally like one person meditating, their energy vibration actually has it can be measured that they're actually affecting all sorts of all the people around them, and there's like a certain number of people meditating in like a city. How many people meditating in a city do we need to affect that whole city? Okay, so it is not self-absorbed in any way. It is the most caring thing you can do for yourself and your loved ones and the planet. And imagine if we taught children this and youth this at a young age, what a different world it would be. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. Please keep tuning in, and much love.